What's up, everyone? This is the final episode of checking out your Halloween displays, so let's get into it.
It's a Halloween scene out on the beach tonight. It's spooky. The moon was full, the night so dark. We huddled round the bonfire spark with surfboards stacked up in the sand. We heard an eerie supernatural band. Four zombies played a sinister tune as the vampires danced beneath the moon.
It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore. In the Halloween scene, you never know what's in store.
Ha ha ha! The werewolves howled a crazy song while in the sea the spirits swayed along. The night grew late, the stars shone bright. We surfed till dawn, till first daylight. With crashing waves upon this dark playground, this Halloween scene was the best around.
It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore.
Sandy shore.
Halloween scene.
And right there, everyone, we've got the first display for the video, and my first thought while seeing this is you've got a ton of inflatables right there, which is awesome. I love when people do big inflatable displays, so that's awesome to see. And then as you walk further back into your display, like say you got some awesome animatronics there. Some of my favorites you got is definitely like Mr. Dark, because I also got the Plague Doctor and Emmeline. Definitely some great animatronics in your collection there. And then at the end of your walkthrough theme there, I love how you have this big tent that looks like it's filled with a ton of awesome Halloween stuff. I like the little detail you have where you also have the movie playing in there. That's nice to see. So overall, a great display. It looks really awesome. And honestly, I'm going to have to give it a 10 out of 10 overall. You did a great job. And anyways, let's move on to the next one. And the next display we have right here is an inflatable display, which looks awesome. We've got a great collection of inflatables here. I even have some of these inflatables, like the clown guy, the Frankenstein guy back there, the bear, and the rat, which is really cool. Looks like you're able to fill up the yard quite a bit with all these, which is nice. I like how you position them all so they're sort of like equal distances apart, so it's not too crowded. And yeah, overall this display looks really awesome. I think it's gonna be another 10 out of 10 from me. It looks really well done. We've got some great inflatables here, and yeah, it just looks like a really awesome display. So anyways, great display, and let's move on to the next one. And right there was another awesome display. And for your display here, the first part of your video, you show off this Haunted Mansion theme you did, which looks really awesome. I've seen some people do Haunted Mansion themes, but I think it's probably the favorite one I've seen so far. I've got some cool inflatables there. I've got all the tombstones and also that animatronic guy from Lowe's. So really awesome theme here. Really well done. And then after that, you go to show your other part of your display, which is in your room, which looks nice. Looks like you got some awesome animatronics there. You got the one guy that I completely forget the name of, but then also Whack-A-Mole Clown, which is a classic one from Spirit. And then, yeah, there's tons of awesome Halloween decor in there, and overall looks great. And honestly, this display too, I'm going to have to give it a 10 out of 10. Overall, you did an amazing job on it. It looks really great and is probably one of the best displays I've seen in this series. So yeah, overall, great job, and let's move to the next one. And that right there is the fourth display that we're checking out in today's video. And this one is another great one. You've got a mixture between a sort of inflatable display and animatronic display here, which is awesome. I love the walkthrough part where you have the tent there and then you go in your garage. There's just animatronics everywhere, which looks epic. And then your yard there also looks awesome. You got tons of awesome inflatables. I like how you have some 12-footers spread out around there too. Overall, an awesome display. It looks great, and I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10. Overall, you did a great job. And anyways, let's move on to the next one. And right here, we've got another awesome display. And for this one here, looks like you've done a sort of graveyard theme, but you also have a pumpkin patch thing going on there in the middle. Overall, tons of awesome stuff going on. I like the animatronics you got there, especially Heckles. He's a cool one. I like that little like pumpkin patch type thing you were doing there in the middle where you have all the different pumpkins around the Scarecrow guy. That looks really awesome. And then, yeah, you just have all the tombstone sprout all around, which looks so cool. And looking back there by your porch, looks like you also have some cool decorations back there. Overall, another awesome one. I'm going to have to give it a 9 out of 10. And anyways, let's move on to the next one. And the next display we've got here is a full walkthrough haunted house type theme, which looks really awesome. I love lots of little themes they've done for this, especially that Pennywise room that you go through. That one looks really awesome. I love all the just different Pennywise animatronics you have. And then further on in your tour, you also walk through this haunted hallway where it looks like you have the drop panel there, which looks awesome. That's also another awesome room. And overall, it looks like a pretty long walkthrough. It's not too short, which is always nice to see. Overall, all the different props, animatronics, and decorations you put around look really nice. And yeah, I just love all the different themes for each of the rooms. Overall, looks awesome. And honestly, for this one, I'm going to have to give it a solid 9 out of 10. Overall, you did an amazing job. Looks like an awesome walkthrough. And yeah, overall, a great display. And let's move on to the next one. And right here, we've got another inflatable display, which looks awesome. We've got a ton of different inflatables there, especially a lot of ghost ones I see, which is awesome. Gemma makes a lot of awesome ghost inflatables, so it's cool to see so many there in your yard. And overall, just a really good selection of inflatables. I know lots of people with their displays that have a lot of smaller ones, but it's really nice that you have all these big inflatables that really fill up that space nicely, which is an awesome thing. And overall, a really great display. I'm gonna have to give it a 10 out of 10. You got tons of awesome inflatables here. I like the way you set all of them up. So yeah, anyways, great display, and let's move on to the next one.
It's a Halloween scene out on the beach tonight. It's spooky. The moon was full, the night so dark. We huddled round the bonfire spark with surfboards stacked up in the sand. We heard an eerie supernatural band. Four zombies played a sinister tune as the vampires danced beneath the moon.
It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore. In the Halloween scene, you never know what's in store.
Ha ha ha! The werewolves howled a crazy song while in the sea the spirits swayed along. The night grew late, the stars shone bright. We surfed till dawn, till first daylight. With crashing waves upon this dark playground, this Halloween scene was the best around.
It's a Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore.
Sandy shore.
Halloween scene, you never know what's in store.
Hit it, Nico! Play that guitar! The jack-o'-lanterns lit up the night. All this monster mashup had no end in sight. A skeleton drummer slayed every note. We saw a goblin surfing, clearly the goat. Vampires were twisting to the funky beat in the coolest cemetery, shindig on the street.
Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the sandy shore. In the Halloween scene, you never know what's in store. Halloween scene under the stars with the witches and ghosts and the aliens from Mars. The ghouls are dancing on the
And right there, we have what is probably the longest display I've seen in this series, and the last display I will be checking out for this series. And I think this is a great one to end it off on because your display here just looks so cool. It's so long that it doesn't really feel like a home haunt. It feels more like a professional one in that way. I love all the different themes you've done in here too. You have just so many different ones that are really creative, especially that Christmas one you've done. I've never really seen anyone do a Halloween Christmas type theme, so that was sort of interesting to see. And then it's also just very well decorated. You've got tons of animatronics everywhere and just a ton of decorations that really fills up the space nicely. Overall, an awesome display. And this one I'm definitely going to have to give a 10 out of 10. Overall, you did a great job. It looks incredible and is probably the best display I've seen in this whole entire series. Anyways, with all that said, that's going to finish it for today's video and for this series. Overall, it was really fun doing this series. I was able to check out 48 of your Halloween displays, which is quite a few, and it took a while to look through all of them, but overall, I don't really regret it. It was awesome just being able to see all these. And sorry that this last one and a lot of them came out way later than I expected. It's just hard to always stay like on time for when I say I'm gonna post these videos. Anyways, it was fun, and I might do something similar to this next year. But anyways, my next series that's gonna be like this is gonna be checking out Christmas displays, which I'll be doing that in December here, where I'll be checking out less Christmas displays than I did for Halloween, but that series should still be fun, and I'm gonna have to look through it soon to kind of see all the submissions I've gotten so far. And if you want to submit a display, I'll see if I can put the link in the description. I believe I made a Google form for it, so if you want to submit a Christmas display, I'll probably have something for that in the description. But anyways, that's it for today. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the series. And yeah, of course, see you all next time. Goodbye.